During our spring break of sophomore year in high school, the four of us decided to explore the abandoned underwater tunnel that was famous in our town's legends. Once a popular tourist spot, the tunnel had been closed off 10 years ago after part of it collapsed in a major earthquake. At midnight, we sneaked in through a construction hole. With LED headlights strapped to our heads, we traced the wet walls as we advanced. Broken glass and rusty metal pieces littered the ground beneath our feet. "Do you really think there are ghosts here?" my best friend Kenta muttered anxiously. I joked, "If you get scared, you can go back," but I realized my own voice was trembling. As we reached the middle of the tunnel, the sound of dripping water from the ceiling grew louder. Then suddenly, we heard the faint sound of metal scraping behind us. Turning around, we saw nothing, but all four of us felt a chilling sensation down our spines. "It's just our imagination," I reassured myself as we continued deeper. Eventually, the tunnel split into two paths. The right side was completely submerged in water, while the left was shrouded in darkness. "Let's go left," I suggested, and everyone agreed. As the tunnel narrowed, the air grew heavier and damper. We soon encountered a large fissure in the ground. "It might be dangerous beyond this point," warned Misaki, but driven by curiosity, we carefully climbed over the crack. At that moment, the ground beneath my feet gave way, and I felt myself being suspended in midair. "Help!" I wanted to scream, but no sound came out. When I regained consciousness, I found myself in a dimly lit space. My entire body ached, and my left arm was especially numb. I reached for my flashlight, but couldn't find it. In the darkness, I heard the faint sound of flowing water. "Is anyone there?" I shouted with all the strength I could muster, but there was no reply. As I tried to stand, I realized my left foot was tangled in something. Feeling around, it felt like human hair. Frozen with fear, I suddenly heard my friends' voices from above. "Are you okay? We're coming to get you." I wanted to scream, "Get out of here!" But the terror of being left alone made me say, "Yeah, I'm fine, be careful coming down." After a while, a rope was lowered, and Kenta came down. He looked at my situation and his face twisted in shock. "There's something on your back." As I tried to turn, I felt cold fingers brush the nape of my neck. Letting out a silent scream, I clung to the rope and climbed up frantically. When we emerged from the tunnel, the other two were pale with fear. "What's wrong?" I asked, and Misaki replied in a trembling voice, "Your shadow." It wasn't human shaped. I quickly left the tunnel. When I got home, my mother gasped at the sight of me. "What happened? Your clothes are soaked." After I explained everything, my mother looked sad and said, "Many people died in that tunnel during the accident, especially children who were there on a school trip." That night, I was tormented by a high fever and nightmares. In my dreams, wet-haired girls surrounded me, whispering, "Let's swim together." When I woke up, there was a small puddle of water by my pillow. Since then, I've been afraid of touching water. Even when taking a shower, I can't shake the feeling that someone is always behind me. Sometimes my reflection in the mirror seems to take on a different shape. Something might have possessed me at the bottom of that tunnel, and I can't help but feel it growing within me day by day.